The way that I think of Northeastern, it kind of is a perfect combination of hypothetical and technical knowledge and actual experiential learning, which is what we're so well known for. And I think for sciences especially, this is crucial. I had experiences where I was taking like a genetics class and we were learning about like all these cool high-tech techniques. And while I was learning that, I was doing it in the lab. And I think when you actually carry out and actually apply the knowledge that you've acquired through your classes, that's when it clicks, and that's when it really starts to make sense.
I find this to be an extremely compelling research environment. It's great for the students, great for the faculty. We love our teaching, but the fact that we can teach our students and then bring them into the laboratory, doing state-of-the-art research, is something that is hard to find at another institution.
Research permeates what we do in the College of Science, and it's a big part of the educational mission of Northeastern University. The co-op allows students to be involved in research and faculty labs full-time for 6 months. But that's not the only opportunity students have to do research. They can also do directed studies, honors research, even volunteer in the lab and get an idea of what research is like.
It's not like a common university where you show up, you take your credit requirements, and you leave. There's so many rich opportunities to do research, to go abroad, that really you can kind of tailor your experience and your education any way you want.
The College of Science is really broad. We have research opportunities in everything from like quantum entanglement to coastal ecology and coastal ecosystems. Anything that you might be interested in science, there can be a place for you here.
I can do research everywhere that I want, either in school, in a different university, or even a different country. And so it has been a great experience for me as a chemical engineering major to do research in a chemistry lab setting.
I did not anticipate that I would have so many opportunities to do research. I thought it was something that you really had to put in effort to do. It's not going to just fall into your lap. And I'm not saying that these opportunities have fallen into my lap, but at the same time, the professors are so welcoming. If you want to work in their lab, all you have to do is really ask them.
You're here to learn about the cutting edge things going on in the world, and we're here to teach you about it. So we welcome students of all levels, freshmen, undergrads, to senior PhDs.
I have been struck by the energy of the students wanting to come into the lab and create opportunities, and there's so many mechanisms for the students to land in the lab and to really participate in real research. From the perspective of the PI, this is a great opportunity to give someone really in-depth training and to work together on a project and really to get someone started on a trajectory in research.
Undergraduates in my lab have performed experiments that are cutting edge. They've helped me work out new technologies. They've published papers. Really, a lot of them have operated at the level of what I would expect from graduate students when it comes to research.
Being involved in research builds skills that you will never get anywhere else in an academic setting. You also learn to identify questions, not what your supervisor or your boss or your faculty member tells you, but you say, gee, I wonder why that happens, or I wonder what would happen if I changed the procedure a little bit. And that piece is something you don't get in most teaching laboratories.
For the students to have an experience where they can be involved and contribute to a real project and to have authorship on a scientific publication, it's so cool. But practically also, it means they get to figure out through this experience if they want to continue, if they want to go into industry and do research there, if they want to do a PhD. So it really allows students to try out these different modes of working and to figure out if it's something that they want to pursue after they graduate.
I did come in as a student who totally thought she was going to go straight to medical school and be a doctor and work with patients. And it wasn't until I pursued research and I got an understanding of what it was that I really fell in love with it. I came in as a pre-med student and I'm leaving kind of ish as a pre-med student, but I'm definitely geared towards a career in research. So I want my own lab, but through Northeastern I've been able to kind of change my mind and get these experiences.
It gives you that experience to make sure that you're that you're doing what you actually want to be doing, and that sort of experience is something I've thought would be very valuable. It's not just doing your schoolwork, it's really doing real science and seeing what you can get out of it and learning how to be a scientist.
The culture at Northeastern for research is very collaborative. Everyone is working together to facilitate hypotheses, come up with solutions for those goals, and then bring that awareness to the larger society. Having that culture at Northeastern really solidifies, when you get out into the real world and you start having to work with people in a collaborative nature, that's an important skill set to have that I've fostered at Northeastern.
All our students who we talk to them after they've gone out tell us that the experience they had here in the lab, in all they learned, was very much appreciated by their employers. I tell them, if you can come to Northeastern, why even think of another place?
So what I would tell Northeastern, incoming Northeastern students is keep an eye out for these opportunities, because you're going to be able to tailor a very unique experience for yourself. And it's going to be a lot of fun.
We can offer you the world. We can provide a supportive environment that will allow you to realize your dreams.